Welcome back, Chiefs Kingdom, to another KC Sports Report live stream. And as always, we're going to have a jam-packed show for everybody tonight. We're going to preview the Chiefs-Jets game. Later on in the game, we're going to talk later on in the stream, we're going to talk about the upcoming week in the NFL, and we're going to give you our predictions. But I see the chat already has a few people in it, so let's get to those people. What's up, Tony? I see you in the chat. Shout out to David Strange. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I really do. I'm just getting 1% better every day. That's the goal. My StreamYard is a little bit glitching right now. So, what's up? We got about 5 people watching right now. All right. So share this video with your friends, kind of get it out more. Last week we had 96 people in the stream at once, which was incredible. I mean, I'm very happy to see that amount of people come out, and I think that we are capable of doing that almost every week. What's up, Aaron? What is up, Gargar Power? What's up, Recite to Muslim? That's an interesting name. All right, so let's get into the game coverage. The Chiefs kick off this week at Arrowhead Stadium against the New York Jets. The Jets are 0-7 at the moment, and the Chiefs are 6-1. You know, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I didn't write a ton of stuff down for this game because we should win. I mean, going into this game, we're by far the better team. We are at home. We are literally healthy. I mean, there is no excuse to lose this game. In fact, the Chiefs are 19.5 points favored to beat the Jets. I mean, that's how insane the point spread is on this game. We should win this game by at least 2 touchdowns. And if we don't, I might be a little bit concerned. I mean, I really might, because we are just expected to win this game by so much. And we're just by far a better team. But I know a lot of people clicked on this video is how can the Chiefs get better? That's going to be a question because they're not playing a good team. The Jets are not a good team by any means, but how can we get better? So in my opinion, the ways for the Chiefs to get better is you got to play those young guys. I mean, look at Willie Gay. He played last week, and I thought that he looked very good. A lot of people are going to say that he isn't quite ready yet, but what he did in his short time on the field, it was very encouraging. And I think that we should at least expect that this week, and hopefully he gets more snaps. But I want to see more of the young guys getting playing time because, again, this game, as long as you show up, you should win. It's the Jets. They're outwardly trying to tank, and they got Adam Gase. Adam Gase is purposefully just ruining that franchise. And in fact, this game is going to have a lot of storylines, but the big one in the game is Le'Veon Bell versus his former team. It's going to be interesting to see if he gets a lot of carries because you know that he's talked with Andy Reid about getting revenge. I mean, this team practically ruined this man's career, and they should get Le'Veon Bell a fair amount of snaps so he can kind of prove Adam Gase and this this Jets team wrong. Let's see. I'll try to answer everybody's questions tonight. Like I said, don't have too much to talk about because, it's the Jets. I mean, we should win this game. We should expect to win this game. And if we don't, just like Chiefs Royal Sporting said, we're going to have a problem because the Chiefs are just by far a better team, and there are no excuses. You should win this game. There is no excuse. You are by far and away a better team. The Jets don't even want to win. So if you don't win, I mean, I'll even go as far to say that if we don't win, they're not going to the Super Bowl. It's just not going to happen. I mean, that would just be flat out embarrassing. But again, I think this game is going to be easy. I think you just show up. I don't want Patrick to get a ton of throwing reps because, quite honestly, I mean, just keep him healthy. I think that's what they're doing in the past 2 weeks. They've just given it to their running backs, and it's kept Mahomes healthy, and it's given the running backs a chance to get yards and basically threaten other defenses that we're not just a throwing team. We can beat you over the middle with Tyreek Hill. We can beat you with Travis Kelce, but we can also beat you with our running backs. So the running game is just another dimension of this team that we didn't have last year, but it's going to make us even tougher to beat. So I think that we should win this game, and we should win it pretty easily. I saw somebody ask for a score prediction. Let's see. Do you think that we will blow them out? of the dust and get Bell and Hilaire going. We should. Like I said, we should win this game by at least 2 touchdowns. I know the point spread is, 3 touchdowns? Is around there? I might pick the Jets to cover. I don't think we're going to beat them by that much. I think it will win it by at least 2 touchdowns, but I don't think that we're going to really try in this game. I think that we're just going to basically show up and just do enough to win. I don't think that we're going to necessarily blow. I mean, two touchdowns is kind of a blowout, but we're not going to destroy the Jets, just because I don't think that we're going to really take this game seriously, and we really shouldn't. The Jets haven't given us any reason to, but we'll win this game comfortably. That's for sure. Let's see. There's no way we can lose. I think that will be the far. I just had a stroke reading that. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, we should not lose this game. I don't think that if we only win by 2 touchdowns, it's much to worry about. Again, it's the Jets. They actually covered last week. They were playing the Bills, and they were able to cover the point spread. So they did look good last week. But they're not going to beat us unless something happens where all of our starters get COVID. I mean, I don't even know if I want to say that, but maybe if all of our starters get sick, or maybe if they get injured, they'll have a good chance of winning. But the Chiefs are just such a deep team that I can't even see them beating it like that. The Chiefs are, in my opinion, the most deep. They just have a deep roster from every player on the bench to every player starting. I feel like anybody can really go in there and do the job. Let's see. Our backups could beat the Jets. Yeah, they could. I think they could, at least. I really don't want us to run up the score. That's what I think that they're not going to do. I think that's why I said that the Jets are going to cover, because I don't think the Chiefs are going to blow them out by 3 touchdowns. They very well could, and they can, but I almost think that they're not going to put you cannot waste all your energy on a Jets team that is purposefully trying to tank when just after this, I think you have a bye week. No. You play the Carolina Panthers, and then you have a bye week. So yeah, I mean, this game is basically just a practice scrimmage that you should win. I mean, I don't want to insult the Jets because they are still an NFL team, but they've traded away a lot of their players, and they're purposefully tanking. They're trying to get the number 1 draft pick. And, the Jets they're bad enough to get it. So I think we should win this game pretty handily, but I can't see us winning by 3 to 4 touchdowns. I don't think that would be even smart for us to win by that much. Let's see. Do you think that they will pull Mahomes and put Henny in early if we get up by a lot early? We should. I mean, again, the Jets are not trying to win. So if we aren't up by a lot early, keep Mahomes in. I mean, Mahomes is actually still in the MVP race, as much as I would have not thought that. He's still a very good player that is towards the top of the league. So he's got some stats that he could use to add to his resume. But, I mean, like you said, they probably would go to Henny just because it wouldn't really make a ton of sense to keep Patrick Mahomes in a game that we're winning by 20 to 30 points. We are waiting for our revenge on the Raiders and to prove that we are the best team against the Bucs. The Bucs have been good. The Bucs have been very good. I've been kind of surprised by it. I'm not going to lie. I still think we're a better team, but like you said, we're going to find that out when we play them later this year. But we got to take it one game at a time. I know I've kind of bashed the Jets, but I don't even really consider the Jets a team. Until they can actually try to win games, they're not a threat. So starting next week when we play the Panthers, every game is important, and you got to take it game by game. I mean, I'm going to chalk this up to a win. Maybe that's arrogance. Maybe that's too much confidence. It's the Jets going up against the Chiefs at home when we literally have everything in our advantage. It just does not make sense for the Chiefs to lose this game. It's not going to be a Chiefs Packers game like we saw a few years ago. It's not going to happen. The Chiefs are going to win this game, and they're going to assert their dominance once again. Panthers were bad versus the Falcons. They were not very good, but we didn't look good against the Raiders, so who knows? Let's see. No worries, man. We got this. If the Jets, they suck. If we lose, I'll be disappointed, but it should be a great game. It should be a great game for us. It won't be a great game for Jets fans, but we should win this game very easily. I mean, at the end of the day, we are just by far and away a better team. And there's no excuses. I mean, if you don't win this game, you're a disgrace and you're a disappointment. You're also the laughing stock of the NFL. I mean, there is no excuse. You got to win this game just to kind of make sure that you're a real team. Because if you can't beat the Jets, you're not going to win come playoff time. You're just not. Trevor Lawrence won't win with this squad either, though, do you think? No. They're setting Trevor Lawrence up for failure. But at the end of the day, unless the Jets can win more with Darnold, I can't see them keeping Darnold. They're confident that T-Law is their guy, and they're probably going to take him. I don't think it's the right decision, personally. I think that Sam Darnold is a great quarterback that has just been ruined by Adam Gase and his terrible, terrible play calling. I mean, he's got talent. He's got a lot of arm talent. It's just he's in New York. So I really think that the Jets have a terrible system, and whatever quarterback goes there isn't going to succeed. I mean, it's just when you go to New York, you are set up to fail. That's just what you are. Let's see. Patrick Mahomes, the fastest player in NFL history to reach 10,000 yards and 90 TDs, youngest MVP and Super Bowl MVP. Yep, I think he's actually closer to 100 touchdowns now, too. I could be wrong, but who knows? Do you think the Chiefs will beat the Buccaneers? Before the season started, I think I predicted them to lose that game. I'm not too sure what I said, but we should win this game. I mean, the Bucs are a good team, but the Chiefs are better. They just are. The Bucs might be a more balanced team. They might have a better offense and defense chemistry. Not chemistry. How am I trying to say this? They might be more balanced to the point where they're probably not better, but they're more equal on both sides of the ball. But we're just a better team, so we should win that game. But that's going to be an exciting game too. That's in Tampa too. Let's see. We can't pay a running back. Let's see. Hope Le'Veon Bell signs a 5-year contract. We can't pay a running back. We can't pay anyone. I mean, we're kind of we are kind of stretched with cap space at the moment. What happened to Matt Moore? He was good for us in 2 games last year, and he almost beat the Packers. They've always liked Chad Henne more, and I don't understand why. I think that Matt Moore is the best backup quarterback that we've had. I don't like Chad Henne, I'm not going to lie, but they're sold on him. They think that he's better than both Jordan Ta'amu, who they just cut, and Matt Moore. But segue here. So if you guys have Instagram, follow me on Instagram. That's at KC_sports report. We're 5 followers away from 700. So we're growing up the YouTube and we're growing social media both at the same time. But yeah, I mean, he's a good option, but I'm not a huge fan of Chad Henne. I would rather have Matt Moore. But I mean, I forgot to mention that there are 2 injuries that are going to sideline these players in this game. And one of them is Sammy Watkins. That's no shock. And then Mitchell Schwartz. Schwartz is still dealing with that bad back, so he's not going to play in this game. But, I mean, I'm not too concerned. He's listed as game to game, so it's not much of a concern. But, I mean, hopefully he can get back because this offensive line, even though we did beat the Broncos last week, they weren't very encouraging. They weren't. I mean, Von Miller wasn't playing, but Bradley Chubb had 2 sacks? I mean, and the sacks that he got, they weren't even contested sacks. He just flat out was able to bully past. Well, I guess there was nobody there. He just ran through an open hole through the middle of the offensive line and was able to touch Mahomes without even being touched himself. So, I mean, that's unacceptable. You got to get better as an offensive line. And that is why Mahomes might not be throwing the ball as much, because this offensive line isn't healthy. I I mean, they're banged up. They've actually looked pretty good in run blocking, but when it comes to giving Mahomes some pass pro, they just can't do it. So maybe that's why we're not great at the offensive line right now. But I mean, we can't make as many excuses because we got to get better. Let's see. Mitchell Schwartz was out though. Yeah, he was, but I mean, like I said, that's one piece. You got to be able to. I mean, who was it? I don't think it was Kilgore. Maybe was it Ryder? Maybe I'm not too sure. No, was it Fit? One of the offensive linemen was doing a terrible job of picking up Bradley Chubb. He was just getting all kinds of pressure on Mahomes, and we couldn't stop it. And the Jets don't really have as many pass rushers. They got Quinnen Williams, but I mean, even he isn't playing very well in that system either. So I think that we should be better in this game just because we just have so many advantages in this game. We're playing at home. We got better offense, defense, special teams. I mean, the Chiefs are better in every facet of the game. Every facet. Coaching, defense, special teams, offense, you name it, we're better. So I'm not worried about that, but the question is how can we turn this game from a win into a positive? Because you know what? I'm going to say this right now. I'll probably come on here Sunday night after a Chiefs blowout victory and not be as excited because at the end of the day, how should I be excited if we beat out the Jets? The Jets are terrible, but if the Chiefs can get more of these young guys playing, if they can find a way to shut them down on defense, we can always take some positives from this game. It's not going to be the same as if we beat out the Ravens or a good team in the AFC, but a win's a win, and I'm going to take it. I mean, these are the type of games that you love to have because they're easy, and as long as you can get through them healthy, they're very fun. I feel bad for Jets fans, though. They're going to tank. They're going to go 0-16. Chiefs win 37-13. It's possible. I hope our defense holds them. They better hold them under 10 points. Like you said, 13 points I think is the limit. You cannot let Sam Darnold just throw all over this defense. I'll be okay if they score a little bit more if we're just blowing them out and the Chiefs are just playing prevent defense. But there is no excuse for losing this game at home when everything is in our favor. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest with you, Chiefs Kingdom. This is not a losable game. This is as close to a guaranteed victory as it comes because we literally are just a better team. And the Jets don't want to win. So I can't see the Jets winning this game, and we should win by at least 2 touchdowns. All things Harmon. Don't underestimate the Jets. We need to play them like everyone else, hard and not let loose. I mean, yeah, we should. As a fan, I underestimate them because, I mean, Chris Jones came out and was like, yeah, they're a good team. I mean, that's not underestimating your opponent, but I think anybody with eyes can tell that they're not a good team. But I mean, the Chiefs, I don't think are going to take this lightly. I'm going to take it lightly, but I don't think that they're good. Which AFC West team do you least hate but love making fun of? I love making fun of the Chargers because the Chargers just suck. So shout out to my boy LA Original. But dude, the Chargers the Chargers aren't as bad as the Broncos. I hate the Broncos with a passion. I don't even really hate the Chargers because I just feel bad for them. They're looking up now with Justin Herbert and that defense, but I love making fun of the Chargers. But I hate them the least as well. Let's see. Chiefs will be the 1 seed at 15-1. The Steelers will be the 2 seed at 13-3, and the Ravens will go 12-4. For the NFC, the Hawks will go 13-3. I don't think we're going to go 15-1. We're going to drop another game. I don't know who it's going to be to, but I can't see us going 15-1. I think we're going to lose. I think 14-2. I predicted it before the season started. We'll go 14-2. I think that's what's going to happen. Let's see. Won't worry when they beat the Chargers like the Browns did. I don't know why. I just want to make fun of the Chargers for some reason. Chargers are very easy to make fun of. They just haven't been good. Let's see. The Chiefs need to beat the Falcons and the Panthers. Yeah, I mean, the Panthers actually, to me, is a trap game. I think we will win that game, but we cannot take that game lightly because I think the Panthers are a much better team than most people think. But yeah, we cannot take this game lightly, as All Things Harmon says, because you brought it up, that Packers game. I remember that because we beat the Packers. We were not a good team, but they were a very good team. So we can we need to take this game seriously, but at the same time, we're just we this is the Jets and we're the Chiefs. I mean, on paper, this game shouldn't be close, and I think that, if this game even is close, I'll come on here and be a little bit upset because we're just by far and away a better team. And if we don't win by at least 2 touchdowns, we're gonna be a little bit in trouble. Hey, thanks, Aaron. I appreciate it. I post a lot on Instagram. I post a lot of the Chiefs stuff, like the injuries, who we cut, who we signed. That's always before the YouTube because it's just quicker. So I'm trying to build up that Instagram as well as with YouTube. Who on the Chiefs do you really think needs to step up besides Butker on the extra points? Butker is a big one for me, but let's see. Who is a player that I think needs to step up? What's a player that needs to step up? I'm trying to think. Maybe Travarius Ward or Bashaud Breeland in the secondary. I've been kind of mad with how they're getting just holding penalties and stuff like that. I mean, just clean it up. I'm not really focusing on one player. I just need to see a clean brand of football. I want to see us play relatively well for our standards. We should play well because it's the Jets, and the Jets are not a good team. We should play well. We should win this game by at least 14 points. And if we don't, it's an embarrassment. I mean, it's not an embarrassment because you won, but you got to win this game pretty sizably. But to answer your question, I mean, I guess Butker would probably be the one that has to step it up the most. Who do you hate more, Tom Brady or Peyton Manning? Oh, Tom Brady. Tom Brady's got more rings. That's the easy answer. If Mahomes wins the Super Bowl this year, which I think that he will, he'll have the same amount of rings as Peyton Manning, and he's played in the league for 3 years. I mean, that's just insane. I mean, that really is. So yeah, Tom Brady is definitely my most hated quarterback. But even then, I don't really hate him. I don't like him. We will go 13-3 and lose 2 stupid games, just like the Raiders game, and get the 2nd seed in the AFC. Yeah, dude, the Steelers, I mean, if you guys saw the video that I made yesterday, the Steelers are good, and their schedule besides the Ravens is relatively easy. So, I mean, I want to say that we'll get the 1 seed, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm really not. Their schedule is just easier, and I think that they are playing very good football right now. So I think we'll get the 1 seed or the 2 seed. It's just a toss-up. But like you said, I can see us going 13-3 or 14-2. 15-1 to me just seems unrealistic. But I'll be happy if we go 15-1, that's for sure. Let's see. The Chiefs will lose to the Saints after a win in Tampa Bay. They will go 14-2. I wouldn't be shocked. The Saints have kind of underperformed this year, but I wouldn't be too shocked if we lost to the Saints. They're a good team to lose to if you have to lose it all. Yep, 14-2 or 13-3. I almost want to lose the game towards the end of the season. No, that's not true. I would rather, you know what? I would rather lose this Jets game and go undefeated the rest of the way than win this game and lose like 2 of the last 3 games and then not be on a good roll going into the playoffs. Ooh, that's a good player. Robinson needs to step it up. Oh my gosh, Clark needs to step it up as well. I cannot believe I wasn't thinking about that. Clark has just been kind of getting manhandled by these offensive linemen. It's unfortunate. Let's see. Breland is usually locked down on every receiver, just has too many penalties, and we need Snead back big time. Yeah, we need Snead back. Like you said, Breland just has one or two big holding penalties a game that always look to me like it's going to cost us. But then for whatever reason, he always ends up saving the day. So I'm not exactly sure how he does it, but he needs to step it up a little bit. We cannot have all these holding penalties, so that needs to get corrected. But besides that, he's looked pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, the O-line's got to get it together. I agree. I definitely agree. We cannot have too many sacks. I want to keep. That's the thing that I'm happy about all these. I'm happy about all these big games by our running backs because I want to see Mahomes healthy come playoff time. We need him to be at his top performance level in the playoffs. And if he's banged up, he cannot be that. But I think that the reason that they're running the ball so much is it is taking that pressure off. It takes that pressure off Mahomes to be perfect every game. It really does. And Mahomes has looked okay this year. He hasn't been the old Mahomes, but I think that they're saving him for the playoffs. I really do. Honestly, I think the battle for the first seed will come down to the AFC. Oh, in week 17. It could. We play the Chargers in week 17, I believe. I'm not 100% positive, but I believe we play the Chargers. Let's see. I hated playing Peyton, but he was smart and I respected him. Yeah, I mean, I respect both quarterbacks, but I don't, not a Tom Brady guy. I'm just not. Last week you were talking about us playing the Browns. Can you talk about us playing the Colts if it started today? Actually, you know what? Why don't we pull up the AFC playoff picture if it ended today? Why don't we do that? Because to be quite honest with you, Chiefs Kingdom, this game, I mean, I've kind of said all I want to say. We're a better team. We're going to win this game. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but we're not going to lose this game. It's not going to happen. If we do, I'll be shocked. If we do, I'll be pissed, but I cannot see it. So, if you guys got any questions on the Jets game, just let me know. But I think we might actually move into the AFC playoff picture right now and kind of go over that. I might try to share the screen in a minute once I get it pulled up. But yeah, we'll win this game pretty easily. It's not going to even be a question. Let's see. No, thank you. Trying to pull up the standings here on NFL.com. Let's go conference. Wow. Okay. No, we want to go to the AFC. Why can't I go to the NFC? There it is. I'll try to share my screen now. I haven't done this in a while. Hold on. Give me a minute. Oh, here we go. Share screen. Application. Okay. I believe I'm sharing my screen. You might not be able to see any of that. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. If you guys can see that, hold on. Let me know if you guys can see that. I think everybody can see it, but it is kind of dark. I saw Aaron. We do not play Pittsburgh this year. Okay, so the Pittsburgh Steelers are the top team in the AFC. They're 6-0. We are currently 6-1. Ooh, the Ravens are 5-1. I thought the Titans. Okay, the Titans and the Ravens are tied for third. Are you kidding me? The Browns would be the 4 seed. Okay, so if the AFC ended today, you got the 1 seed in Pittsburgh, the 2 seed with the Chiefs, the 3 seed would be Baltimore, the 4 seed would be the Titans, the 5th seed would be the Browns, 6th seed Buffalo, and 7th seed Colts. Yeah, man, that's interesting. So I think, and I could be wrong, but if the playoffs started today and the Steelers were the 1 seed and we were the 2 seed, we would play the Buffalo Bills in the first round. I could be completely wrong about that, but I think that's how it is going to shake out. Let's see. I'm not sure how I personally think it's going to end. Maybe I'll look at maybe we'll go to the Steelers schedule in a minute, but the Steelers will the 1 seed. I think that they're either going to keep that or go to the 2 seed. Ravens will finish 3 or 4. So okay, we're going to go Pittsburgh 1, Chiefs 2. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to flip-flop. Chiefs 1, Pittsburgh 2, Ravens 3, Titans 4. I don't know if the Browns are going to hold up. I don't. I think that they are an overrated team. They beat the bad teams, but they haven't beat the good teams. I'm going to keep them in the playoffs. I don't know if they'll get the 5 seed. I think that Buffalo is going to jump up. So Buffalo will get the 5 seed. The Colts will probably get in as a 6 seed, and maybe the Browns at 7. But I could also see the Raiders getting in. The Broncos have no shot in hell at getting in. Let's see. You know what I love to see, Chiefs Kingdom? The Patriots down here with the Cincinnati Bengals. You love to see it. You just love to see it. So yeah, we got let's see. I think the Steelers will probably end up losing this. They might win this week. We'll probably get to that in the show when Village Boy comes on, but we are if the playoffs started today, we would play the Colts, I believe. Let's see. I mean, yeah, our schedule, dude, is relatively easy. We play a few good teams, but we don't play anybody that would make me genuinely concerned. I'm going to try to pull up the Steelers schedule right now. Man, this is cool. I didn't know I could do this, but let's go to find a Steelers. The Steelers schedule, I'm pretty sure, is pretty jam-packed. They have a few good teams to play. Let's go to their schedule. I'm not currently looking at the comments, so I will get back to them if you guys are asking questions, but I cannot see anything at the moment. Okay. I'm going to try. Oh, well, hold on. That's week 2. Let's see. I'll share my screen and hopefully. All right, I'm going to try to share a different tab. Okay. So, can everybody see that? Okay, so the Steelers play the Ravens this week. That's going to be a toss-up. We'll get to that game when Village Boy gets in here. So I'll hold off my predictions on that. But, why don't we just say that it's a loss right now? I don't know if I'm going to pick it like that, but let's just say they lose to the Ravens. Their first loss of the season. They play the Cowboys. Oh, my gosh, the Cowboys suck. They play the Bengals. They're not good. Jacksonville, they're not good. Okay, they play the Ravens twice. They're going to split, I think. They'll probably split. So chalk it up to at least one loss. They play Jacksonville. Oh my gosh. Washington. Ooh, that Buffalo game is going to be tricky. That Buffalo game is going to be very tricky. I don't think that they're going to win, but anything's possible. Oh my gosh, they play the Bengals again, and then they round it out with the Colts and the Browns. And the Browns have already played them. They got destroyed, so I don't think that that's much of a challenge. But the Steelers' schedule, I mean, as we went over, they got the Ravens twice, the Bengals twice, the Bills, the Colts and the Browns, if you want to call those challenges, but until they can really prove that the Ravens are a good team, I'm not sold on them yet. All right, what's up, Andy Rod?
What's up, Michael?
Not
Yeah,
much. Hold on. I want to say congratulations. All three of your teams have won this year.
yeah, except for the LA Kings, though. We fucking suck.
It's all right. Three.
But it's cool, though. We're on rebuild mode. It's cool. And Jonathan Quick, I mean, who knows, man? I think you should leave LA, man, because he hasn't been the same these past couple of years.
Yeah.
hmm
Um. Yeah. I don't know. You cut out there. What'd you say?
I said that Jonathan Quick, he hasn't been the same. So I think he should be. I think he should be gone now because, dude, I don't like Jonathan Quick anymore. He hasn't been the same ever since that freaking 2018 season we had,
Are
where
you
we
talking
got
about?
swept by the Golden Knights.
Oh, you are okay, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know nothing about hockey. Absolutely nothing. I mean, I
Yeah.
watched a
hmm
little bit, but I don't know a ton. But
hmm
what do you think about this game? I mean, I've kind of talked about it. We should win this game pretty easily. What do you think?
Yeah, and I heard that Jamison Crowder and Bashad Perriman are not playing. They're doubtful. So that's going to be a huge one for the Jets. So, I mean, even though we cannot overlook them because Sam Darnold, I mean, for me, he's an okay quarterback. It's just that Adam Gase is just a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Adam Gase is awful, dude. He is just bad.
Yeah. Fucking LA Original. He said, just so you know, Mike, I picked the G and then he put the Chiefs to win.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
he really wants to choose
say
the Jets. He really wants to choose the Jets. I could tell.
LA, you don't want to go with the Jets. That would
Yeah,
be
that's gonna be a
bad
bad
for
idea. And dude, I have Le'Veon Bell having a big day against the Jets. I really do. I do
um
see Le'Veon Bell having a big day against that Jets defense.
yeah. I think that this is gonna be a revenge game. It's gonna be a revenge game for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I got the Chiefs winning 38-13.
That's I think somebody else said that in the chat too. I mean, I almost think that in a way this game is such an easy matchup that we're not going to blow them out because I think that we're gonna kind of save that for just I mean, like we could blow out the Jets, but what's the point? We're going to win the game. It's just a matter of how much.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, right now it's I believe it's like a 20-point spread, I believe.
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like 19 and a half, 20 depending on where you look. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean we
but
like
I would not be surprised if the Jets covered the spread though.
yeah, me too, and that's why I think that they could. Cuz dude, winning by 3 touchdowns even against the Jets is difficult because last week the Jets covered the spread against the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
But then the Bills only scored like 6 field goals to beat the Jets.
telling you dude, the Bills are not a good team. People are overrating them. They're just overrating them. Um
Josh Allen, I don't know about him, dude. I think he's just inconsistent. I really do.
Oh, for sure. I mean, he's inconsistent. He can't. I mean, he's basically what is keeping that team afloat. That defense is horrendous. It's not good at all.
Yeah. Yeah, they haven't been, dude. Their defense has not been the same. Their
No.
defense has not been the same, dude. Because last season they had a great defense, but this year their defense has been way downhill.
Yeah. I mean, like, I see Aaron said it's 20.5 on his bookie. Yeah. I mean, depending on where
hmm
you look, it's gonna be a lot, but like I said, if we don't win by 3 touchdowns, I'm not gonna stress. If we win by a field goal, I'm gonna be a little bit upset. We should not win this game by 3 points. It just
Yeah, for sure.
uh
We shouldn't even win this game by a touchdown either.
no. It should be a bare minimum 10 points. 14 points is kind of where I expect it. Um,
hmm
but we could legitimately. I mean, I think it was somebody said this earlier. Peter Schrager of Good Morning Football thought that we could put up 60 points.
Yeah, I saw that too, actually. 60 points on the Jets. Hey, I would not be surprised if that happens. But you know what? It's hard
For
though
the
to put
record.
60 points in the NFL. It
Oh,
really is.
I mean, that's got to be some record. Let's see, we put up 51 against the Rams a couple years ago. Was it 51, 54? I'm not even sure.
Yeah, it was 51-54. We lost by 3 against the Rams.
Yeah, we put up a lot of points in that game, but the man, that game sucks. I mean, I know that was a good game. It was a good game to watch, but I wish we would have won that.
I was at the game actually. I was at the LA Coliseum.
Yeah. Well, you sure saw a good game.
Yeah, it was for sure a good game. It was pretty lit over there. Because like I said, I live in LA, so I'm like, 30 minutes away from the LA Coliseum. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go to this game since my team plays against the Rams that year in 2018.
Hopefully we'll beat them next time.
Because they were supposed to play in Mexico City, but then they changed it.
Yeah, wasn't the Shakira concert or something like that?
No, it was that the field had like bad conditions or something like that.
Yeah, I think it was because it was a Shakira concert. Shakira like tore up the field, but yeah, dude, if that game was in Mexico, they legitimately might have put up like 70 points. Because the altitude there, so I don't know. Let's see. This should be a great game to get Willie Gay some playing time. He played last week. He looked pretty good.
Yeah, he played like 50% of his snaps. He looked pretty damn good. We should give him more snaps, though.
He's better than Neiman. I'll say that.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Yeah, he's way better than Neiman. Neiman is fucking garbage.
Yeah, he's okay. Neiman is the same way I feel about Dirty Dan Sorensen. They're both solid players. They're just not starter level players. Like I think Neiman is like a third or fourth. No, he's a fourth option at least. Behind like Wilson, Hitchens, and Gay, but he's a solid backup. I mean, I think he's good as a backup. But I mean, what do you think Le'Veon Bell is going to do in this game? Because it is a revenge game. He's playing up against his former team. We're at home.
I think he might get over 100 yards rushing. I really do. And I think he might get like over 50 yards receiving against the Jets defense. I really do see that happening.
I mean, it's going to be an offensive just clinic. We're going to put on like so many cool drives. We legitimately might put up 30, 40 points in the first half. I mean, if the Jets turn the ball over like we expect them to, it's going to be a long game for Jets fans. It's going to be a really long game.
Yeah, for sure. Aaron Morrow said, I like Wilson over Hitchens myself. Yeah, same. Wilson is better than Hitchens, in my opinion.
I think Gay's going to be better than both of them, personally.
You don't like Damian Wilson? I think he's okay. Damian Wilson?
Yeah. We got a good player with him. Let's see.
150 plus rush yards for Le'Veon Bell. Super Bowl 4 and 54 champions. Yes, sir. Probably. I mean, that would be better, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, dude, at the end of the day, I don't really care who has the big game. I want to see Pat kind of like explode because he hasn't looked bad, but he just hasn't looked like the old Pat. And I think that's partly because we're not asking him to do as much.
It's because of the run game. We got a running game now. We've been running the ball a little bit more.
Yeah, but I don't know why we're not giving it to Mahomes and letting him make plays more often because like we have a running game, but why are we going to the running game more? I don't.
Yeah, we should be going the passing game a little bit more than the running game. That's my concern because we're not a run heavy offense. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think that. Would you say that Le'Veon gets in the end zone on Sunday?
Well, you said what?
Would you think that Le'Veon's going to get in the end zone on
yeah,
Wednesday?
I think he has a chance of getting in the end zone, dude. I see that happening because you know what? Because like, here's the thing: signing Le'Veon Bell is a big key for us on the third downs because Clyde Edwards-Helaire, if you think about it, yeah, he's a really good running back, but he sucks on like the third down and goals and shit like that. And we need like a third down back to like move the chains or get into like in the end zone.
Yeah. We need somebody that can get those tough yards and get in the end zone. But I want to see Mahomes throw for at least 2 to 3 touchdowns. I think
for sure.
I think it's going to get to a point where we don't even play Mahomes. It's just going to be we're going to put in Chad Henne. That's what's going to happen.
And Chad Henne scored a rushing touchdown against the Broncos in garbage time.
Yeah, that was
What I
good.
thought of that.
That
But
was
here's the thing, dude. I'm concerned about Harrison Butker though. He's been missing a lot of extra points.
I kind of sort of know Butker personally. Like he's pretty active in the churches around here, and he's a
Hmm.
good dude. And dude, like I said, at the end of the day, there's nobody else that I would rather have kicking these field goals. There's no one else because is he struggling? Yeah, but I think that he's gonna get better. And
Hmm.
what's the extra points that he's missed recently? Hasn't he missed a game in what?
He hasn't missed a game since forever, dude.
Well, no, when's the last like what's the streak of consecutive games of the points that he's missed?
Oh, like the extra points? Like how
Yeah.
many extra points has he missed this whole season?
Yeah.
5 extra points already.
Oh man. Well, that's 5 points off the board. So
Yeah, but at least he can make field goals. That's a good thing.
that's the thing, dude. This man makes literal like this man makes 57-yard field goals. So
Yeah, dude, this man is way better than that old kicker, Cairo Santos, dude. Cairo Santos is not that good.
Ryan suck up.
Ryan Suckup, yeah, he was fucking garbage. Don't even bring him up, dude. I fucking hated Ryan Suckup.
I remember that game against the Titans where I think it was Ryan Suckup who
Don't bring
was
that up. Where we choked a 10-point lead against Marcus Mariota in Arrowhead.
it wasn't the playoff game.
Oh, it was in the playoff game, or
No,
was it during the regular season?
it was the regular season. I don't think it was. I don't remember.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we took
Yeah,
the 10-point lead in the regular season. That was 2016, week 15. We
yeah.
lost to them 19-17 because Ryan Suckup freaking made a 53-yard field goal to win the game.
Well, I remember Andy Reid tried to ice him and he missed it, and then he made it on the second attempt.
I know, like what the fuck?
He has an 80% extra point, which is the worst in the league. Ooh, at least he makes 57 yarders. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm not too concerned about Butker. He's going to turn it around. But, I mean, Andy, I cannot wait for playoffs. I mean, I just cannot wait.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're almost halfway there. Or we are halfway there.
Right now, it's like mid-season already. It's already mid-season. Damn.
Yeah, week 8. And dude, for the first time in forever, I mean, maybe somebody could tell me this in the comments. The Chiefs are probably going to go 7-1 through the first 8 games. That's impressive. I think we'll probably lose one.
I mean, we did go 7-1 back in 2018.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. We went 7-1 also.
We did. And we lost. Let's see. Damn, we lose most of the games down the stretch.
So we lost 3 away games in 2018, and we lost 1 home game, which was that 14-point lead we choked against the Chargers.
Don't even talk about that.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that was a bad idea, dude. I had nightmares thinking about that game. I don't know why.
Well, because I kept thinking that. Going back to that, I remember watching it, and Phillip Rivers was in the red zone, and I was like, when he caught that ball for the 2-point conversion, I was like, is there a penalty? Like, why is he wide open? Like.
Yeah.
Why was he not even touched?
So, that's a good question, Unconscious Conscience. How well do you think the new punter is? He's talking about Tommy Townsend, the new punter.
Dude, he's a beast.
He's got a fucking leg, dude. He can fucking punt that shit.
He's second in the NFL in like yards per punt.
That's impressive. That's dude, like right now he's doing better than Dustin Colquitt, our old punter, dude.
You know, and so I can't remember who mentioned this. It might have been a friend of mine, but he talked because Dustin Colquitt got released. So
yeah, and he went to the Steelers, and then they released him.
Yeah, but what happens? I mean, Tommy Townsend is a better punter. Like he's just younger. I think Colquitt was better in his prime, but Colquitt, in my opinion, is a very good holder. And I don't know if it's worth a roster spot, but maybe you bring him back just to hold on extra points. Because when you really think about it, why is Butker struggling this year? Like, he didn't do this last year. I mean, and he's had Colquitt for like his entire career except for this year. So maybe we bring Colquitt in just to hold, and maybe he gets another ring. I mean, I would hope that. I mean, I don't know. It'd probably take up a lot. You have to get rid of him for a roster spot, but
Yeah,
for sure.
but I'm just happy that Cole quit. He has a ring just like his brother Britton Cole quit.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, I kind of want Eric Berry back for a ring. That man, I love that guy.
Eric Berry, yeah, he was a fucking cancer survivor.
Yeah,
He's a
dude.
fucking beast. Hey, but we got Matthew though. We got
Yeah.
Matthew.
And, I took a lot of heat for it. I said that Matthew was a better player than Eric Berry. I think it's close, but I think Matthew's going to make it into the Hall of Fame, and I'm not too sure if Berry will. I mean, both are tremendous players, and both of them were leaders that the defense needed. But when you really look at it, when you really look at it closely, it's a lot more of an argument than a lot of Chiefs fans think. Because he's Matthew's up there, and I think that
Matthew is a freaking great safety. He's a fucking beast.
I mean,
no doubt.
He's one of the best safeties the NFL has seen in a while, and he's probably going to re-sign here too. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, dude, I'm just excited for this week. Really excited for it.
Yeah.
Do you think Mahomes is already a Hall of Famer? No.
No, not yet, dude. We'll see in the future. We gotta wait.
I think he wins one more ring this year and plays 2 more years of just below average football. He's still a Hall of Famer. Because at this point, I think that as long as he can play, he'll make the Hall of Fame. The question is, like, he just doesn't have enough time yet. That's the problem. He'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer, though. No doubt. No doubt in my mind. No doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see.
Yeah. But I heard that Taco Charlton's coming back, and Taco Charlton, he has been a big surprise for our defensive line. I really do like that guy.
Me too. That's nice.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a big surprise, though, because if you think about it, with the Cowboys and with the Dolphins, he didn't really do anything.
I want to see a Frank Clark game. I want to see Frank Clark get a few more attempts, because he just hasn't gotten that sack or a couple sacks that I've expected him to get this year. I mean, I think he's just getting kind of held up by that offensive line, but I want to see a big game from Clark. Because he hasn't
for sure
recently. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, this stream has been kind of a little lackluster because we really haven't had much to talk about. I mean, we know what's going to happen. It's just a matter of when it's going to happen. Like, we all know the Chiefs are going to beat the Jets. It's just what time, like, when's it going to be over? That's the question. But I think we've talked about the Jets and Chiefs game long enough. We all know the Jets are going to win, but let's bring Village Boy on here and give some picks. What's going on, man?
What's up, Village Boy?
Yo, what's up? What's up, guys? What's up, brothers? How you guys doing tonight?
Good, and you?
Pretty well.
All right.
Let me pull up these games. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't looked at this at all, but I bet we have some good games this week.
Yeah, we got quite a few some games this week. Let me pull it up. Right
My cat Lala said the Jets will win the Super Bowl. Fun, good joke.
Yesterday I picked the Panthers. That didn't work.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, that didn't work either for me.
All right, so the first game I have is Jets at KC. I'm gonna pick the Chiefs here, but I mean, I just have this. I don't know. I don't want to say we're gonna lose because we're not probably gonna lose. But I just remember back in 2017 how we were heavy favorites against the Giants. I told this to Andy Rod yesterday. We let our guard down. We lost. We're 12.5 favorites that game. I don't know.
Didn't we lose by 3 points? 12.
Yeah, we lost in overtime against the Giants in 2017. We lost in overtime. I remember that game. That was a fucking stupid ass game.
The Giants were horrible that year too. I think they were 1 and something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm picking the Chiefs. I got no doubts in my mind. The Chiefs win this.
I'm picking the Chiefs too.
Yeah, same here.
But
Same here. No
if we
doubt.
lose this game, that's gonna be I don't know.
I think we'll win by I'll say 2 touchdowns and a field goal. I'll go 38.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like 13, 14, I don't know. We'll see. I want to see this defense hold this offense under 20 points. That's got to happen.
Yeah, because we haven't allowed well, here's the thing. Yeah, we did allow one game over 20 points, but that was just the Raiders. But 6 out of the 7 games, we allowed teams 20 points or lower this season.
Because we didn't take the Raiders. We didn't take the Raiders seriously. I don't want the Chiefs to say, "Oh, well, it's just the Jets." Like, you can just do their walkthroughs. Like, you gotta like go through every game and just like kill these teams, because you don't want like a Raider game to happen where we get into a shootout and then we're on the end of the losing stick on that one. So we gotta take every game seriously. There's no easy game in the NFL. That's all I gotta say. So.
You're way more humble than I am.
Yeah.
For the past hour, I've just been like, yeah, we're gonna win this game. Like I if we lose this game, I'm gonna lose my mind. All right, what's the next game you got?
Okay. The next game is the Patriots at Buffalo Bills.
Oh my god.
I got the Bills winning.
I have the Bills winning too, but it's going to be close. I think the Patriots are going to fight for the life in this game. Kind of weird seeing the good roster right now. So I got to go with the Bills here, although they did struggle with the Jets last week, so this game will be close. So I see the Bills pulling it out like maybe it's like 20-17. Last second field goal.
I'll take the Bills. I'm kind of disappointed with how the Pats have been playing, because I think that they're no, I'm not. I hate the Pats, but I thought that they were going to be good this year, or better than people thought. And they kind of just have imploded the past 3 weeks. They played well against the Chiefs, but they didn't win. They just sucked against the Broncos, and they just looked terrible against the Niners. So by default, I'm picking the Bills, but I'm not really that confident in it. But I think the Bills will win by a touchdown or 2.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a close game either way.
Yeah, I got a close game. I got the Bills winning by 8 points. I got Bills winning 28-20.
Okay. What's the next game?
Tennessee at Cincinnati. This could be a trap game for Cincinnati, like for Tennessee, because the Bengals, I know their record is 1-5-1, but they've been putting up points. Like they're not like getting like blown out. I mean, I think the only time they really got blown out was against the Ravens game, really. But they've been competitive in most of their games. They just can't like really close games out. But I don't want to pick the upset, but I'm just going to go with the Titans here, but it's probably going to be very close, like 34-31. I'm going to pick the Titans here 34-31. And Joe Burrow is probably going to win Rookie of the Year over Justin Herbert, even though both of these QBs are really doing good their rookie seasons. But I think the Bengals are still trying to figure out ways to win. And I think they're going to fall short to a good Tennessee Titans team here.
Yeah, I'm going the same. I think the Titans will win. The Bengals will make it close, but the Titans will win this game. I will mention that they need to fix their field goal problem, because they lost that game because Steven Gostkowski cannot kick a field goal. So maybe that ends up costing them in the long run. But against the Bengals, I can't see them losing. I'll take the Titans.
Yeah, I got Titans winning. I got Titans bouncing back easily against the Bengals, even though the Bengals have been playing good, but I still got Tennessee, though. They're just a better overall team than the Bengals. We all know that.
Yeah. All right, what's the next game?
The Las Vegas Raiders at the Cleveland Browns. This is kind of a toss-up game, to be honest with you.
This is a coin flip, dude.
I'm gonna go with the Las Vegas Raiders here. In a really close game, I think um Odell Beckham Jr. loss will be a difference factor. Even though Baker Mayfield plays better without him, I think like he'll find his groove later in the game, but I feel like it might be too late. I mean, the Browns defense is kind of like kind of below average right now. And the Raiders can run the ball really efficiently. They have a really good O-line. Um, I don't know who's going to guard Henry Ruggs for the on the Cleveland side of things. So I have the Raiders winning 31-24.
Yeah, I'm actually going to pick the Raiders as well. I think that the Browns are a pretender. I mean, they're not a Super Bowl team. They're just not. They've lost to all the good teams and they've beaten up on the bad ones. Give me the Raiders in this game. They've been looking okay. Last week they stayed in the game, but they did lose to the Bucs. But in an upset, I think they're an upset.
I mean, it's Cleveland's a 2.5-point favorite. I mean, it's really a pick 'em if you really want to call it like that. 2.5-point favorites is not really much. I mean,
give me the Raiders. I think that they'll probably establish a running game early. The Browns defense is not that good. If they let the Bengals take them to the wire, I mean, the Raiders are going to have a very good shot at winning this game.
Yeah, I like the Raiders in this game, even though I don't really like the Raiders. They're pretty vastly improved this year. They're not like bottom feeders anymore, at least. So
yeah, that's for sure. Andy, what do you think?
I got Browns actually.
It's a solid pick. Either way, it's a coin toss.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It will be a close game.
Yeah, it will be a close game for sure. But I think Baker, he can make plays even without, like his weapons. Even though they're without OBJ, he could still make plays with with Higgins, Landry, and Hunt, and all these other great receivers he has. So yeah, give me the Browns.
Okay. What's the next game we got?
The Colts at the Lions. I'm actually gonna pick the upset here. I like how the Lions have been playing for the past 2 weeks. I like how their defense has been playing these past couple of weeks.
Yep.
So I'm gonna pick the Lions at home in a close game against Indy. I know Indianapolis defense is really good, but I don't really trust Phillip Rivers in crunch time because he just turns the ball over way too much, and I feel like this Lions defense will get a couple turnovers off of Phillip Rivers at home. So I like the Lions at home to win 24-17 over the Colts.
Yeah, I got the Lions in an upset as well. I like the way how they've been playing too these past couple of weeks. I got the Lions winning in a close one. Same here.
Wow, that's a tough game. Did you say Colts Lions? Ooh. You know what? My gut is telling me to pick the upset. I'm going to go with the Lions at home. They've looked good. The Colts, I think, for whatever reason, Phillip Rivers is he's a dead man walking. They need to get rid of him because he's going to cost them this game. I think the Lions just traded for a defensive lineman from the
Everson Griffin.
Yes.
Yep.
They beat the Falcons. The Falcons beat the Panthers this week. So you know what? I'll pick the Lions in an upset at home.
I mean, this is an upset pick. I like this upset pick. I really do. Okay, next game we got the Vikings at the Packers. The Vikings, they just traded away Yannick Ngakoue to the Ravens, so they're clearly tanking this season. Changes will be made this offseason for the Minnesota Vikings. So I think usually this would be like division games are really close, but I don't think this division game will be close. I see the Packers winning this game at home in Lambeau Field pretty easily.
Same. I got Packers as well. I really don't like Minnesota this year. I thought they were going to do good, but they proved me wrong. So, yeah, give me the Packers. I got them bouncing back easily against the Vikings.
Give me the Packers. Give me the Packers. The Packers, in my opinion, are one of the most complete teams in the NFL. They're good on offense. They're good on defense. Aaron Rodgers is on a mission. Give me the Vikings in this game. And like you said, I mean,
you mean the Packers?
Give me the Packers. Did not mean that. The Vikings are tanking, I believe. Give me the Packers.
Okay. Next game we have the Los Angeles Rams at the Miami Dolphins. The Rams are traveling again to the East Coast to face another team. Tua starting in this game. The Dolphins defense, they've been playing good. They destroyed the Niners. They beat the Jets. They've been playing pretty good. They're 3-3 right now. The Rams are 5-2. The Rams are traveling again on the East Coast. I don't want to pick the upset here because the Rams are once again traveling again to the East Coast, but I'm gonna say the Rams in a close game, 28-24. This Dolphins defense is really underrated. I like where Miami's heading to, like in the future, but I think the Rams will win this game in a close game.
Give me the Rams. The Rams are just a better team. Tua's still trying to figure it out. That offensive line has actually been pretty good for the Dolphins, but the Rams, to my surprise, have been a pretty good team this year, and I think they're going to make the playoffs. So give me the Rams in this game. I think they're going to go down to Miami and steal a game from the Dolphins.
It would not shock me if the Dolphins do win this game. Yeah.
What do you think, Andy?
Yeah, I got Rams on this one. I think they're going to have a big day offensively and defensively because I feel like Tua, this is his first start in the NFL. And I feel like that I don't really like that offensive line from the Dolphins. And I think that defensive line for the Rams is going to be too much. And I think Aaron Donald's going to have a big day against that defense. No, not defense. That offensive line. So, yeah, give me the Rams.
Yeah. I think the Rams will win that game. Next game?
Next game is the Steelers at the Ravens. I think this game should have been on Sunday Night Football. I don't know why they kept the Cowboys and Eagles Sunday Night Football, which is really beyond me, but that's not the case here. But the Steelers, they've been undefeated this season. I know they've been close in most of their games that they won. All the games that they won, really. I know they only beat really only two good teams, which are the Browns, who are 5-2, and the Titans, who are 5-1. All the other teams are below 500. And then the Ravens, they're coming off a bye. The Ravens haven't really been playing that good this year, but they're winning games, so you got to give them credit. They haven't really hit their mojo yet. They're only 1 losses to us. Lamar Jackson statistically is having a better season than last season based on his stats, which I searched up because I do my research. So this game is really a toss-up here. Both have good defenses. I would give the Steelers offense the edge because they have a little bit more weapons than the Ravens, since they only have Mark Andrews and Hollywood Brown. Willie Snead and I think Boykin aren't really like huge contributors to this offense yet. I know the Ravens did just get Yannick Ngakoue, so that will help their defense as well.
Also, Des Bryant.
Yes, they have Des Bryant, but I don't know if he's going to play this game because I think he's still on the practice squad. So this is a toss-up game to me, but I think the Steelers have been flying too high right now, and I think they need to be brought down back to earth a little bit because they almost blew that game against the Titans last week. So I think the Ravens will get them here at home. But it probably won't be the same thing and when they play again later this season, but I have the Ravens winning this game 24-21 at home.
Oh, this is a tough game. It's a divisional game. It's the first meeting of the year. Like you said, the Steelers are flying high. They're 6-0. The Ravens, the only losses to us. But for whatever reason, in this game, I just think that the Steelers are going to get up. Lamar Jackson is going to be having to come from behind, and we've seen it over and over and over again. He just can't do it. For whatever reason, that offense is just not built to come from behind. So I think that just like last week, the Steelers will get up to a big lead early and the Ravens are going to have to dig themselves out of that hole. And with the Steelers' ferocious defense, I just can't see that happening. So give me the Steelers to win this game, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Ravens won it either.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I like the Ravens here at home. I feel like the Steelers need to, I mean, kind of hard to pick. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger, he's pretty good against the blitz, as you like. He knows this Ravens team. I know both defenses are really good. I mean, the last time Lamar faced the Steelers defense, he did throw 3 interceptions, so that's a thing to worry about. They barely beat the Steelers in Week 5 last year, 26-23, I believe. I don't know. I just have a feeling that the Ravens need to. I mean, we thought this division would be a runaway for the Ravens, but the Steelers, they're better than ever this year. So I think the Ravens will. They're coming off a bye. They're fresh. Steelers, another tough road game away, divisional road game. So I think the Ravens will get them here this time.
Either pick is good, but what's the next game you got?
I have the Los Angeles Chargers at the Denver Broncos. So I'm gonna go with the Chargers here. Drew Lock. I know he's from Missouri State, but he's been really disappointing. He's been really disappointing so far in the NFL. And I heard some reports saying that if he doesn't do good this season, throughout the end of the season, that the Broncos might just look for other options. They might probably trade for Sam Darnold. I don't know. There's just a report. So I think I'm gonna go with the Chargers here because they've been showing more potential. I really like Justin Herbert. I like the weapons that the Chargers surrounded him with. I like the Chargers defense. They're underrated still, and I really like how the Chargers are progressing this season with Justin Herbert. I know they blew a couple games, but I like the future for the Chargers more than I like the future for the Broncos because we don't know what Drew Lock is gonna be in the future. He keeps turning over the ball. He keeps getting injured. We don't know. So he just had a pick 6 last week. He turned even though most of all his turnovers weren't his fault, he had 2 interceptions and then 2 fumbles by Melvin Gordon. It's just a mess for the Broncos. Yeah. So it's funny because all these Bronco fans saying that they were gonna go 10-6 or 11-5 this season to compete against the Chiefs. And it turns out that's not going to be the case this year. So I think the Chargers will get them here 19-16. It's going to be a close game because the Broncos defense is still good. But I think Justin Herbert will pull off a win in Denver.
Yep. All right. Shout out to Aaron. Thanks for coming by as always. Appreciate having you here. Back to the task at hand. Chargers Broncos in Denver. Ooh, that's gonna be a good game. I think everything you said is on point. Give me the Chargers to win this game just because I can't see the Broncos winning this game. I mean, Drew Lock has just looked terrible. Maybe he's still hurt, maybe he's not. We're not too sure. So I'm gonna take the Chargers in a relatively close game because of the Chargers, but we'll say 24-21 Chargers.
Mm-hmm. Next game, we have the Saints at the Bears.
Wow.
The Saints haven't really been looking that great this year. I know they didn't have Michael Thomas, but Drew Brees, he can't really throw the deep ball that much. Most of his passes are just short passes to either Michael Thomas, Alvin Kamara. I know, what's his other? I know they have other weapons. I forgot their other weapons. But Emmanuel Sanders, he's there. Jared Cook. He's not really throwing the ball deep that much. So, and their defense has kind of been bad this year. I think they're ranked 24th in points allowed. Not in points allowed, but scoring defense, they're ranked 24th. So they've been giving up a lot of points this year, a lot of yards this year as well. And for the Bears defense is still dominant. They held the Rams as best as they could, 24 points. Their offense is just lackluster right now. But the Saints, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Saints here in a close game. The Bears defense will contain, for the most part, the Saints offense. Even with Michael Thomas back and Alvin Kamara and Jared Cook and Emmanuel Sanders, I don't know if he's even playing. But I think the Saints will win this game in a close one, like 26-23, because the Chicago will get their points against this horrible Saints defense, surprisingly this year. So I think the Saints will win in a close game, 26-23.
Ooh, defense versus offense. Saints got the offense. Bears got the defense. Nick Foles. I mean, watching that Bears team just try to get something going on offense, almost made me throw up because it was just so awful. I mean, this is an offense-driven league, and if you cannot score points, you're not going to win the game. So, give me the Saints in this game, and they'll win by a touchdown.
Yeah. Next game, we have the 49ers at the Seahawks, which is a good game here. 49ers, they beat the shit out of the Patriots 33-6. Jeff Wilson was running all over this Patriots defense before he, I think, had a hamstring injury. What is the other running back's name again? I really forgot.
For which team again?
For the 49ers.
Raheem Mostert.
Raheem Mostert was injured, but there's this backup running back that they had who was running around the Patriots defense too when Jeff Wilson got injured. I forgot his name, but he was doing pretty good as well. Jimmy G, he looked pretty pedestrian. He did have a pick, but he was just handing the ball off because the Pats defense really couldn't stop the 49ers defense. Yeah, Jared McKinnon, he was there, but he wasn't like the feature back. I think he was only for like second and third downs. I like where the 49ers are heading right now. The Seahawks, they lost a heartbreaker in Arizona, 34-31, I believe. Yeah, something like that. Russell Wilson threw 3 crucial interceptions. Don't know what he was doing there. But I think the Seahawks will bounce back here in a close game. Wouldn't be shocked if the 49ers win this game, but the 49ers back-to-back road games in tough environments is pretty hard to do in the NFL. Don't care if your team is crap or not, but I just have a feeling Russell Wilson will redeem himself here at home, 27-20. It's going to be a close game because the 49ers defense will contain Russell Wilson for most of the time, but I think Russell Wilson will pull up some magic out of his ass as usual, like he always does. So I have the Seahawks winning a close game, 27-20.
Give me the Seahawks to bounce back. They lost a heartbreaker in Arizona. I actually picked the Cardinals, which I'm very glad I was correct.
Yeah, we picked the Cardinals. Both of us picked the Cardinals.
That was a solid pick. But Seahawks don't lose a lot of games. I think they'll win this game. Pete Carroll's a good coach. They just got to let Russ cook. And I think they will in this game. And the Seahawks will win this game. We'll say 34-24. Is that the last game of the week, or is there a couple more?
We got Sunday Night Football. Don't know why this is still on Sunday Night Football, but we have the Cowboys at the Eagles. Cowboys, they're just it's a free-for-all now. I mean, Jerry Jones finally realizing that he fucked up. He hired the wrong guy. Definitely hired the wrong guy. Don't know why they hired Mike McCarthy in the first fucking place. I mean, come on now. There's a reason why Green Bay let him go. I don't know why they hired him, because it's all Aaron Rodgers who really got him his ring, not him. Cowboys defense is historically bad. I mean, this defense is actually bad. I can't even believe how bad this defense is. I mean, it's actually putrid. Any team could do anything on this defense. Even the Jets probably could get some points, and they can't score many points as it is right now. So This defense is historically bad. Andy Dalton is not playing in this game. I think the rookie. I don't know who's
I
starting.
heard his name. I can't remember
His name.
It's like
Brett,
Ben something.
Ben something. I'm just calling him Ben, but Ben is starting. Ezekiel Elliott hasn't looked good this year. The Cowboys' offensive line hasn't looked this year. The whole defense hasn't shown up this year yet. I know we're at week 8 right now, but the whole defense has not shown up yet. So that's that. So we got the Eagles. The Eagles, they beat the Giants at home on Thursday night football last week. I think the Eagles will win at home. I think the Eagles will win the division, to be honest with you. I mean, the shitty-ass NFC East.
Oh.
So I'm going to pick the Carson Wentz to beat the Cowboys at home 17-31. Though the Eagles will get back on track here.
This is quite possibly the worst best game we'll see this week. It's going to be bad. I mean, the Cowboys are a shit show. The Eagles are just as bad. You can't pick the Cowboys. You just can't. They just lose too many games that they should win. Give me the Eagles in this game. Even if they win by 10, it's not really convincingly because it's against the Cowboys. So give me the Eagles in this game, but some team in the NFC East is going to go like 7-9 and get a home playoff game. It's just it's unreal. So give me the Eagles in this game.
So next game is Tampa Bay at the New York Giants. Tampa Bay won easily. No, well, not easily. Well, won pretty good in Las Vegas. Tom Brady proving everyone wrong that he's still a good quarterback at his age with all the weapons around him. Patriots should have done that, really surround the man with weapons. But they refused to do that, and look who's suffering now. But that's not the point. The Tampa Bay just looks really good right now. The Giants, speaking about the NFC East, the Giants are just awful. They're 1-6. I mean, this team. See, I can't stand the NFC East teams right now. They're just so bad. They're so bad. I mean, I don't want to go on a whole rant here because I'll just waste your time. But I mean, give me the Bucks. I don't need to say anything here.
Yeah, Bucks win this game easily. I mean, dude, the Bucks. I predicted them before the season that they'd be a good team, and I thought that they could possibly get to the Super Bowl, but they look like a very good team. They just flat out embarrassed the Packers, and I think that if they don't go to the Super Bowl, they're going to make it far. So give me the Bucks in this game. But we've been talking for a while, almost an hour and a half in. I think I'm going to wrap up this stream. Village Boy, where can the people find you?
They can find me on Instagram, Chief Palace. Just type in Chief Palace. That's my username on Instagram. I have around like 3K Instagram followers, so you'll see me there.
Yep. Follow him for the best Chiefs content on Instagram. You can also follow me, which is KC_sports report. During the stream, we actually hit 700 followers, which is pretty big. We're trying to get to 1K by the end of the year. As always, you can like this video on your way out and subscribe to the channel for more Chiefs content. We're putting out streams every week. We're putting out at least 2 to 3 videos, and we're working hard to cover, hopefully, a championship season of Chiefs football. I really appreciate everybody for coming by, and have a great rest of your Friday night.